King Mohammed VI of Morocco, frequently referred to as the King of the Poor, has been one of the richest monarchs in the world as a result of an unholy alliance of power and trade in Morocco. This connection has resulted in Morocco having one of the highest per capita incomes in the world. So, how rich is King Mohammed? And where does he get his money from? Estimates about the wealth of King Mohammed VI of Morocco regularly spark contention and animosity among the people. Because there is a lack of dependable information on the monarchy's assets and income, some Moroccans trust the statistics that are publicly accessible, while others cast doubt on them and allege that the king truly possesses far more money than is represented by these data. For example, figures that cannot be contested include the yearly expenditures of maintaining the monarchy and the royal palaces, which are covered by a separate budget allotted from the general public funds. According to an editorial published in the Spanish newspaper El Mundo, King Mohammed VI of Morocco, who ranks fifth in terms of wealth on the African continent, exercises complete control of the means of production, the press, the security forces, and the national parliament due to the absence of meaningful opposition. He was born on August 21, 1963 in Rabat, Morocco. His mother, Lala Latifa Hamou, is from a well-known Berber family in Morocco, while his father, the late King Hassan II, was of Arab descent and a descendant of the Islamic prophet Muhammad. He is married to Lala Salma, and the two are blessed with two gorgeous children, the Crown Prince Moulay Hassan, who is 19 years old, and Princess Lala Khadija, who is 15 years old. At the age of 4, Prince Mohammed enrolled in the Quranic school located in the royal palace to begin his official education in the Islamic religion. After completing his primary and secondary education at the Royal College, where he also earned his baccalaureate in 1981, he went on to study law at the Mohammed V University Law School in Rabat, where he received his Bachelor of Arts degree in 1985. He also practiced law. His undergraduate thesis was titled The Arab-African Union and the Strategy of the Kingdom of Morocco in Matters of International Relations. Due to the fact that he was born into wealth, power, and royalty, he was able to receive an education at some of the most prestigious schools on the whole globe. One of his most prestigious academic achievements is his doctorate in law, which he earned with honors from the French University of Nice's Sophia Antipolis campus. Moreover, George Washington University bestowed upon him an honorary degree in recognition of his efforts to further the cause of democracy in Morocco. And in July 1999, he succeeded to the throne, delivering a broadcast speech to the public in which he promised to battle corruption and poverty, as well as to generate new jobs and improve Morocco's record regarding human rights. After maintaining most of his commitment, King Mohammed VI immediately became known as a defender of the poor, and this reputation has stuck with him to this day. However, there are allegations circulating that King Mohammed spends $1 million every single day on the upkeep of each of his private palaces, and there are a dozen of them. So, how rich is King Mohammed? Interestingly, the Crown Prince Moulay is currently making an indelible mark on everyone he comes in contact with, and this isn't only due to the fact that his family's fortune is estimated to be worth $9 billion. When Moulay attended the One Planet Summit in France in 2017 as the event's youngest guest, he garnered a lot of attention from people all around the world. Through his actions, he is continuing the legacy of his father. Nevertheless, he knows how to enjoy life. He travels the world on his Gulfstream G650 private jet, which cost him $67.4 million. According to the rumors, this VIP jet is one of the most expensive and powerful ones now available on the market. It is capable of flying nonstop for 14,000 miles and features 8 passenger seats in addition to space for 4 crew members. The jet also features an Israeli J-music missile defense system that costs $20 million to install. Now you might be wondering, where does he get all of this money from? The King of Morocco, Mohammed, is the owner of a number of businesses that span a wide range of sectors. The king controls the institutions responsible for agriculture and animal husbandry, the milk and dairy products firm. In addition to investments in the fields of banking, credit, construction, transportation, energy, and plastic, the so-called Mounir Majidi serves as the right hand of the king and is in charge of the economic interests of the Moroccan Alaoui throne, controlling 60% of the private companies under the name of the National Investment Company. In 2004, the National Investment Company raised a total of €3 billion and made a profit of €300 million. This was done in preparation for the company's plans to acquire African enterprises and increase its presence in the energy sector. Mohammed is widely regarded as Morocco's most successful entrepreneur and banker. Forbes magazine estimated his wealth to be $9 billion in 2022, despite Business Insider stating in 2019 that his value was barely $2.1 billion. But let's be honest, the royal family of Morocco is one of the wealthiest families in the whole world. Together, they have the majority of voting power in the holding company known as Société Nationale d'Investissement (SNI), which was delisted from the Casablanca Stock Exchange in 2013 after it merged with Omnium Nord-Africaine ONA, a company that had a market capitalization of approximately $6 billion. At one point in its history, SNI was a state-owned enterprise. SNI is actively working to distance itself from the food processing industry despite the fact that it owns a significant number of companies operating in this sector. Between the middle of 2012 and the middle of 2013, SNI sold the brands Lessier, Centrale Laitière, Bimo, and Cossamer to firms based in other countries for a combined value of around $1.37 billion. SNI and ONA had shares of Brasseries du Maroc, the most significant manufacturer and distributor of alcoholic beverages in Morocco, including the Heineken brand. Hassan II founded the massive agricultural conglomerate known as Les Domaines Agricoles, which was originally known as Les Domaines Royaux and is now simply referred to as Les Domaines. Telpel estimated that Les Domaines made a total of $157 million in revenue in 2008 thanks to the sale of 170,000 tons of citrus fruit. According to the same article, the company holds the legitimate title to an agricultural property that spans 12,000 hectares. According to Forbes, the daily running expenditures of his castle are estimated to be $960,000. These costs are funded by the Moroccan government as part of an annual budget. The costs associated with staffing, clothing, and vehicle upkeep make up a significant amount of this total. In addition to having 12 royal palaces and a daily budget of €1 million, the King of Morocco employs 1,100 staff. Moreover, Mohammed personally has a French castle that he inherited from his father. He is also the owner of the Royal Mansour Hotel in Marrakech, which first opened its doors in 2011. And that's not all. He is the owner of a yacht valued at €88 million, which is 70 meters in length and has a width of 13 meters. This yacht is one of the 10 largest sailing boats in the world. There is a master suite, 2 VIP suites, 3 double bedrooms, and a capacity for a total of 12 guests and 12 crew members. He also has access to a C-130 Hercules, 2 Boeing 737s, and 2 Boeing 747s for his transportation needs. Additionally, his fleet consists of 2 Gulfstream G550s, each of which is reported to be worth €60 million. Mohammed has a hobby of collecting costly and historic automobiles from brands such as Mercedes, Land Rover, Ferrari, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Cadillac, and Aston Martin, and as a result, he has amassed over 600 luxurious automobiles in his possession. He is also famously known for his passion for fashionable clothes and accessories. He wore a Swiss watch worth more than €1 million in 2018. The overall perception from visitors to this country is often one of awe by the architecture that is on show in Morocco. This is one of the reasons the country is considered the most beautiful in all of North Africa. It's a beautiful country with glorious backdrops at every setting. King Mohammed is certainly a lucky man to have all of this beauty and riches at his disposal every day. Anyway, what do you think of King's wealth? Would you consider him to be one of the greatest leaders in Africa? Or is there a more than meets the eye to keeping his mass riches for the long term? Only time will tell. That's all from today's video, guys. If royal rulers are your thing, check out the other videos on screen. See you there.